Weather together every 10 minutes and 5s at 10:15. Here's Jeff Biggs.
Yeah, we have a new problem near downtown. This is on the 101 northbound at Alameda, a crash that is blocking the middle lanes, and reports of another incident going on the other side of the 101, the southbound side, right near that accident. So those are causing some delays as you make your way in and around downtown. And then we have a few incidents going on right now on the 5. Commerce 5 northbound at Washington, a 5-car crash. That's in the fast lane. In Downey on the 5 southbound, right at the 605, there's a 2-car crash in the center divider, and there's not a lot of room to work with there because of all the construction. There's really no shoulder, so that's going to cause some slowing. And then heading downtown 5 northbound at Main Street, they're still clearing up an earlier 3-car crash. Looks like they have cleaned up that problem in Gardena, the 110 northbound at Redondo Beach Boulevard, 2-car crash that was blocking lanes. That has been moved over to the right shoulder, but we still have the big one from this morning. The SIG alert in Monrovia is still in effect. 210 eastbound before Huntington Drive. This is an earlier fatal crash that was caused by a wrong-way driver. Only the right lane has been open since early this morning. That was supposed to be finished at sometime in the 9 o'clock hour. Hasn't happened yet. When it does, we will let you know. And some good news in Brea on the 57 northbound at Imperial Highway. We told you that somebody lost their basketball hoop in the pole in the middle lanes of the CHP. Just ran a break, and that's been cleared up, and you're good to go on the northbound 57. Your next report coming up at 10:25. I'm Jeff Biggs with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Good Sunday morning. Temperatures very similar to what we felt yesterday, so near average by this afternoon. Mid-60s along the coast, lower 70s for LA and Orange County Metro, 73 for the Valley, 72 for the Inland Empire, upper 50s up in the mountain communities, and lots of sunshine into this afternoon. So as we head into Monday and continuing into the work week, we will see periods of offshore winds, and that will help boost up our temperatures by just a few degrees this week. So soaring above average, and then as we head toward the end of the week into Saturday, looks like we could have a chance of rain. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecast, I'm CBS 2's Alex Piston for KNX 1070 News Radio.
Right now, 63 in Pasadena, 58 in Long Beach, 61 degrees in Orange at 10:17. An animated alien is topping the box office chart this long President's Day weekend with the help of some human co-stars. An alien known as Sonic the Hedgehog, who first gained fame in a series of video games, has the special power of incredible speed, and in his first movie finds himself stuck on Earth trying to avoid being caught by a mad scientist played by Jim Carrey.
The time for talking is over.
You'll never catch me.
Confidence. A fool's substitute for intelligence.
Sonic the Hedgehog is doing really well. Should end up with about $57 million for the holiday weekend, which is going to set a new record for a movie based on a video game. Then Birds of Prey falls to number 2, followed by a new horror version of the TV show Fantasy Island, the romantic drama The Photograph, and the cop comedy Bad Boys for Life. A local watchdog group says 99 cents only stores just won't budge when it comes to getting toxic chemicals out of their products.
The Campaign for Healthier Solutions released a report 5 years ago that showed more than 81% of products in dollar store chains contain toxic chemicals. We're talking things linked to birth defects, cancer, learning disabilities, diabetes, and other serious health issues. Jose Bravo with the campaign says Dollar Tree and Dollar General have committed to phasing out more than 20 toxic chemicals or groups of chemicals, but 99 cents only stores won't.
The question here is not to drive them out of business, not to boycott them, not to say to people don't go shop. What we're about is to get them to be conscious about the toxics that are in their products and go to their suppliers and demand that as major discount retailers, they have the power to go to their suppliers and demand that these toxics be removed.
99 cents only stores said in part in a statement to KNX that their suppliers give them products that meet or exceed federal and state legal requirements, and they say they will be meeting with the campaign in the near future. Emily Valdez, KNX 1070 News Radio.
A congressman from Long Beach and another from Central California are co-sponsoring a bill that would eventually ban the production of most single-use plastic products in the United States. Democratic lawmakers Alan Lowenthal and Jimmy Panetta say their measure, called the Break Free from Plastic Pollution Act, is meant to make big corporations more responsible for the pollution they cause. It would require plastic companies to phase out single-use products and replace them with ones that can be used multiple times, and to design and finance new plastic waste and recycling systems. The bill would also create a national refund program for plastic beverage containers. 10:20, Larry Kofsky checks your money.
FedEx wants to help brick-and-mortar retailers be more like Amazon by offering speedier, even same-day delivery. Bloomberg reporter Tom Black.
We're going to see more deliveries direct from retailers' stores to customers that are close by.
Well, it'll start with major chains. Black says regional and local merchants also will likely be able to take advantage.
They'll have contracts that are probably tailor-made for the big boxes, and then they'll roll out standardized programs to help the small and medium businesses do the same thing.
Black says it's part of an effort to increase what delivery companies call density.
If I'm on a street, I'd rather deliver 10 packages to 10 different houses than to deliver just 1 or 2 packages. So it makes it more efficient.
FedEx is in the midst of overhauling its ground delivery business to offer more e-commerce options. It meant higher costs last year, but it's expected to begin paying off later this year. We check your money at 10:40 after each hour. I'm Bloomberg's Larry Kofsky for KNX 1070 News Radio.
Whether it's
It's
fire,
really scary to watch the planes come over the ridge.
violence,
Posting messages during the shooting.
politics,
America too.
or traffic,
Northbound has been shut down.
if it affects you, it affects us because we live here too, and we've got you covered 24 hours a day. KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
Why pay more? Switch your current alarm system to the monitoring center today and take advantage of our wholesale monitoring rates starting as low as $9.99 per month. Call for your free quotation. Think the monitoring center for your home security. Switch your alarm system to the monitoring center today and save. Think security? Think the monitoring center. Why? Because we care.
1-866-24-7 for $9.99. 1-866-24-7 for $9.99.
10:21.
Brought to you by California Resources Corporation.
10:21 on KNX. If you're a senior looking for a way to live longer and a healthier life, you might want to do something that President Trump and many past presidents do, and that's play golf.
Researchers analyzed findings from the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute's cardiovascular health study, and they found a clear link between regularly playing golf and reduced death rates among older Americans.
Is it just getting outside and getting in nature that could have a benefit? Of course, we know very well that social isolation and specifically chronic loneliness have been strongly associated with both poor health outcomes and functional decline and even premature death.
That's Dr. Scott Kaiser with Providence St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica. The study took data from almost 6,000 American adults over the age of 65 for 10 years and found those who played golf at least once a month had a more than 8% lower risk of death than those who didn't. Chris Seaton's KNX 1070 News Radio.
Some consumer groups are calling for a change in a California law that was meant to force funeral homes to disclose their prices online. Right now, that law gives those businesses a choice of actually posting a complete price list on the internet or simply listing their services and products along with a statement that all of the prices are available upon request. But the consumer groups found that companies that don't list all of the actual prices online charge an average of 30% more than the ones who do. So they want the state to take that option away and require all prices to be shown. Joshua Tree facing new restrictions on its growing market of short-term rentals, and some homeowners are concerned about the inspections that are taking place at these properties. Residents have been concerned they'll be dinged for every minor violation, but San Bernardino County spokesperson David Wirt tells KNX they shouldn't be worried.
The county doesn't march in and shut anybody down or take punitive action. It's very much a cooperative relationship. If the county sees a violation, it will note it, but it will give the property owner every opportunity, and as long as it takes, to come into compliance.
Joshua Tree realtor John Simpson says requiring permits is making things challenging because the process has been a problem for a long time.
The problem of getting these vacation rentals into their vacation rental permits, that problem is a subset of the larger problem of a non-functional